It's the George and Pudgy Show. Starring Milt Stiltskin as George Coinbridge. Co-starring Bill Dokie as Pudgy Coinbridge. Also starring Schmitzy Poldonka as Maggie Coinbridge and Margaret Meadow Muffin as Mildred Coinbridge. Along with Fork Marley, Peter Peters, and special guest star Percy Tinkles. Welcome to our presentation of A Hunting We Will Go.
This is the Gum Chewy Radio Network. Tonight's episode of the George and Pudgy Show is brought to you by Dirk Gherkin's Brined and Pickled Fine Smoking Cigars. Did you know that Dirk Gherkin grows and picks his own tobacco? And that he himself rolls his cigars between his thighs, pickling them in the finest Miller Moth vinegars and smoked salts for that smooth, mellow, satisfying flavor you'll only find in a genuine Dirk Gherkin cigar. And by the makers of Mama Floppa's sweet American-style fire-roasted fish balls. Mama Floppa's uses only the finest fish balls money can buy. These fish balls are ripped off at peak of flavor, then gently washed and fire-roasted over an open pit. Then they are canned and cooked in Mama Floppa's special sweet and salty ball water. Mama Floppa's, a name to remember, a taste you won't forget.
Will the gang make their way to Los Angeles? Why were Maggie and Mildred running? Let's listen in to the exciting conclusion of A Hunting We Will Go.
Hey, look, here comes the girls.
I wonder why they're running.
Quick, George, stop the car. Let's go, hurry, they're coming.
What? Who's coming? Why do I have to hurry?
Just go, George, I'll tell you on the way.
Okay, what gives, Maggie? Mildred?
We were serving drinks, like we said we was gonna do. We were doing just fine when some schmuck at the craps table started getting frisky with Maggie.
What?
Relax, George, let me finish. So anyway, the next time he tried getting fresh with Maggie, I poured a flaming blue blazer down his pants. Yeah, he tripped over his own feet trying to get his pants off. When he fell, his wallet came out. Mildred grabbed it, and we both ran out.
I'll mortalize it. I'll rip his arms off.
George, look, $500. I've never seen that much money before. What do you think, George? Should we go back and murderize him? Or just keep going and spend his money?
There's a gas station up ahead. Los Angeles, here we come.
We're on our way to Club Morocco.
Club Morocco, all the big stars go there. I'm so excited, I can hardly stand it. There it is. We made it. Win, lose, or draw. We made it.
What do you think, George?
Ask me when it's over.
Can I help you?
We're the Coinbridges. Group 5. You know, the gum chewy scavenger hunt.
Bah! So soon? Well, it's only been 10 days. We didn't expect any of you until day 13. Go sit down and maybe have some food and some drinks, and I'll find out what to do. Mr. Pfluger, we got some people up front, and they say they're from that gum chewy scavenger hut.
What? Already? I better get off the phone to New York and let Mr. Murrow know they're here.
What should we do?
Find them hotel rooms nearby and keep them happy until we hear from Mr. Murrow. Mr. Murrow, sir. It's Fluger at the Club Morocco. Moro Coco. We had one of the groups show up today.
So soon? What group was it?
They said Group 5, the Corn Bridges.
This is amazing. You make those people happy until I get there. I'll be on the next flight from New York. Imagine that. All that way in only 10 days.
Your husband just called and said he's bringing his boss and wife home for dinner. What are you going to do? You don't have time to run to the market. Well, why not make them feel like a king and queen when you serve them Mama Floppa's sweet American-style fire-roasted fish balls. Mama Floppa's fish balls only take 5 minutes to warm on the stove. And as the aroma fills the air, arrange the fish balls on a platter and serve toothpicks and serve. What a treat. Your husband will be sure to get high praises at the office, and maybe that raise he's been wanting. Mama Floppa's, a name to remember, a taste you won't forget. Ladies and gentlemen, we're interrupting our regular broadcast to bring you a very special announcement. And now, Mr. Edward K. Morrow.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is indeed a very special night with some very special people. Group 5, George, Maggie, Pudgy, and Mildred Coinbridge are the first to arrive to Club Morocco here in sunny Los Angeles, California. They have driven an amazing 5,481 miles in only 10 days, way ahead of any of the other groups. As a matter of fact, the team closest to you folks is Group 2 from Smog City, Idaho. Carl and Pooter Crankblower and their companions Booger and Queef Maloney. Thus far, they have only managed to scavenge 3 of the 5 items they need. The other groups have only 1 or 2 of the items, and it is very doubtful they will finish before the deadline. But just getting here first doesn't make you winners, not yet anyway. Before we can decide that, do you have all of your scavenger hunt items?
We sure do, Mr. Murrow. We got the Babcock test, the Ferrute on the end of this here pencil. We got a Kennebec potato, this Agrafe from the bottle of champagne, and a caveat.
That is 100% correct. You folks are the grand prize winners of the first annual Gum Chewy Nationwide Scavenger Hunt. Now, I suppose you would like to know what you've won.
Yes, sir, Your Honor, sir.
George.
It's perfectly understandable. I imagine you're all very excited. Well, without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, you have all won $1,000 each.
$1,000 each. I think I'm gonna faint.
Oh, don't do that, Mildred Coinbridge. Then you wouldn't hear me say you have also won 2 new cars. That's 1 per couple. And are you ready?
Yes, sir, Mr. Morrow, we're ready.
Well, I am happy to tell you fine people that you have won an all-expense-paid trip around the world.
Wait, they don't have to scavenge across the world, do we?
No, there will be nothing to scavenge for. You'll be fine flying first class on Pan American Airlines, with stops at 10 cities around the globe, staying in the best hotels, eating in the finest restaurants. Also, in addition to the $1,000 you have already won, you will each receive another $1,000 to buy gifts and memorable treasures to remember your trip. Your trip will be guided by an experienced world traveler, versed in over 20 languages, as well as the customs and laws of each country you visit. I only have one last announcement to make. I, Quiberto, will escort you on your trip.
Mr. Morrow, you're Quiberto?
I never would have guessed it was you in a million years.
That's gotta be one of the greatest acts ever.
Sure had me fooled.
Thank you, folks. I secretly disguised myself as Puerto for every group as a way to check on the progress you are making.
Oh.
It was a fun time for me indeed. Now let's get back to your prize package. As I was saying, I will be joining you all on your trip, making live broadcasts from each stop we make on your journey around the world. We will embark on our round the world trip in just a few short weeks from today. Congratulations from all of us from the Gum Chewy Radio Network and from the Gum Chewy Foundation. Until next time, this is Edward K. Murrow.
What's that, Becky? I didn't hear you. Did you say we won?
That was one hell of a trip there, Georgie boy.
I never lost hope. And all of this because I filled out a little slip of paper. Who knew? I wonder what we'll see on our trip around the world.
Tonight's episode of the George and Pudgy Show has been brought to you by Dirk Gherkin's Brined and Pickled Fine Smoking Cigars. Did you know that Dirk Gherkin grows and picks his own tobacco, and that he himself rolls his cigars between his thighs before pickling them in the finest Miller moth vinegar and smoked salts for that smooth, mellow, satisfying flavor you'll only find in a genuine Dirk Gherkin cigar? And by the makers of Mama Floppa's sweet American-style fire-roasted fish balls. Mama Floppa's uses only the finest fish balls money can buy. These fish balls are ripped off at the peak of flavor, then gently washed and fire-roasted over an open pit, and they are then canned and cooked in Mama Floppa's special sweet and salty ball water. Mama Floppa's, a name to remember, a taste you won't forget. You've just enjoyed dinner, and now it's time to relax with a cool-smoking, long-burning Dirk Gherkin cigar. Did you know that Dirk Gherkin grows and picks his own tobacco, and that he himself rolls the cigars between his thighs before pickling them in the finest Miller moth vinegars and smoked salts for that smooth, mellow, satisfying flavor you'll only find in a genuine Dirk Gherkin cigar? So the next time you're looking for that perfect after-dinner treat, reach for a Dick Gherkin's.